Hello everybody, welcome back to Training Every Single Day. And I started off today with my improved technique on the pseudo planche push-ups, really engaging the hips and the butt. And that really allowed me to get a really nice stimulus for the upper body, really good pump. This would be a really good bodybuilding style workout, but there is a problem. It's not perfect. Weightlifting is a lot easier technically, and this is just technically really hard when you have to, adjust the leverages yourself instead of having to add some weights. But overall, today was a really good day. Doing a little bit of mobility here. These Hindu push-ups are a really good way to build some mobility in the spine and in the hamstrings and, get some push-up strength work done. I feel like there is more to be done with this Hindu push-up position. I really do want to try to expand the variety in it. I'm using it as a base, just like squatting is the base for this kind of movement flow here. I want to expand and flow with the Hindu push-ups a little bit. Today was pretty good. I did have a little bit of trouble coming up here. You'll see when I get to the power rack how I did have some trouble, and I'll explain to it a little bit more. But doing a little bit of a movement flow right here, working with a squat. I got a little bit of inspiration from Roy Gold, another YouTube channel. Here, doing some pull-ups. I tried to do L-sit pull-ups because that's the variation I wanted to hit for a little bit. I could do one, but then for some reason, I just couldn't do any more. It was like a mobility issue or something. Like my body just would not let me do another L-sit pull-up. I used to be able to do a lot. I've done them before, a lot of repetitions. I have the strength required, but I think it was just something with the mobility. I am going to, just because of today's struggle with it, I am going to work on it again tomorrow to see what I can work from. But here I'm trying to pull, but it just wasn't coming out. I feel like the shoulder mobility, because when you go from an L-sit position, it does put a little bit more of a stretch. So I just kind of tried to loosen it up a little bit and try to figure out what was wrong. I'm trying to use my body to see what it's like to do these sort of hanging movements and pull-up movements. So I just ended up doing some regular pull-ups, working through the hollow body. Through the hollow back position where you arch your back a lot. And it was a little frustrating. This was a very frustrating part of the training. Training isn't always really good. There are going to be some plateaus, some regressions, some obstacles that you have to overcome. And for some reason, I just could not do an L-sit pull-up. And it really just felt bad for me to do it. And today wasn't particularly a good day. I wasn't feeling too good. I was, a little sad today, but I'll push through it. Training is always a good thing to help me feel good. I got outside, get into the sun, working a little bit of legs to work the mobility in the full legs and hips. And I like doing these stretches on one leg because it also trains the lower legs, which is the calves are something I want to improve on just visually, mainly. And the single leg balance is something that involves the lower body and the lower leg pretty well. So I do a lot of stretches that will help promote athleticism, some vigor, using the spine, using some balance, using your feet to stand. All these things are really good attributes that you can build from this. Try to do some of these movements. It's an easier way to do it is if you use a wall. So you can use a wall to hold yourself and make the balancing a little easier. And this is a really good movement right here. The the horse stance with a sumo leg lift. Lift a leg up and you stomp it into the ground. This is one of my favorite movements. It's been used all over the world. It's very good. You can change it to however you like. I particularly like the leg lift and the hold just to fortify the joints and work on mobility. But you can work endurance just by holding it for as long as you can. You can move around in it, use it as a base to move around from. And here I'm just flexing a little bit. I think I'm going to put this in the thumbnail. Now I finish off today with some nighttime stretching. Today was like medium, like easy medium. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, it was definitely below a 5, but above a 3, with 1 being the least intense and 10 being the most intense. But I did like the amount of work and the quality of work that I got through today. So if I were able to do this level of intensity every single day, that would, I think, lead to a pretty good amount of progress, because this was a very stimulating day, even though the fatigue on the body was very low. Doing some of those shoulder rotator cuff movements with the medicine ball there, very good to keep the shoulders healthy. Hopefully that just me doing those shoulder rotator exercises is what fatigued me, and that was why I couldn't do the L-sit pull-up. But hopefully I'll be able to do it tomorrow. I will test it around tomorrow. That is kind of my number one priority now, to fix that issue on that why I'm not able to do an L-sit pull-up. That level of mobility should be within my reach, and that is a goal now. I did do one L-sit pull-up off camera just to make sure I could do it, like I wasn't injured and just didn't know it yet. So you'll see more coming up. And if you like the video, I got any inspiration knowing that movement is improvement, make sure to leave a like on the video, make sure to comment, make sure to subscribe. If you're feeling extra generous, leave a super like on the video. And thank you everyone who watches. Sincerely, I really do thank you with all the support you guys give me. I really do appreciate it. So I did some splits, keeping it pretty easy. The splits there was pretty easy. I'm a little scared to do the middle splits again, but I think I will need to attack it one more time. Attack it soon coming up. My goal now is to fix the L-sit pull-ups, and then once I can do some L-sit pull-ups comfortably, which might even be tomorrow, then I will get back into some middle splits training. My legs are still sore from those squats I did a couple days ago. I overdid it. If you want to check out, that was the long video, like brutal leg day squat workout. That's with a partner. So if you have a partner and want to make some friends or strengthen your friendships, try out some partner exercises. Great way to keep the community healthy. One thing I really wanted to do with this channel is just to promote physical culture, because I live in America and a lot of people are not just could do with some better physical culture. I'll leave it at that. So try to spread some movement, try to spread some freedom that it allows your body to have. And this is near the end of the video, finishing off with some feet and ankle training. I'm on the back of the toes there if you can't tell. That's all the training I did today. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully you liked it. See you next time. Bye-bye.